Hi everyone and welcome back to Aquarium Heater. Today we are going to be looking at how to set up a quarantine tank. So you may have just watched our previous video on why this is important. I'll link this below if you haven't yet. Or maybe you've had a personal experience that has opened your eyes to the importance of a hospital tank. Either way, you're on the right track because a quarantine tank is always a good idea. So in this video, I'll go through exactly what you need to get a hospital tank started and how to do it. So let's get into it. What you'll firstly need in order to set up a quarantine tank is, number one, a tank environment. So ideally a small tank around 30 litres or a plastic tub around 30 litres. A tank is obviously more beneficial to see what is going on inside. However, if you don't have one available, a plastic tub is always an option. Note, if you do choose to go with a large plastic tub, make sure to drill sufficient air holes in the lid as well as create an indented space cut out for airline and heater cords if needed. That brings me to my second thing, which is a heater. So depending on the fish you have, if you have a heater in your main tank, you should have one in your hospital tank. Our Zidi Aquarium Heater is perfect for small tanks and setups like this and heats tanks up to 100 litres. It suctions onto the side, which is super easy. Second is a filter. So our nano air sponge filter is a great option and super affordable. I'll put the link to that into the description below as well. Next, you'll need an air pump and air stone, some lighting and some hiding places to help your fish feel comfortable and reduce stress. Essentially, you want to replicate your main tank in a smaller version. So whatever your main tank components are, you simply want to look at that and buy another version or a smaller version if available. Remember that it is a hospital tank, so there's no need for any ornamental extra features that are not for the purpose of treating aquaria. Having limited items also helps in the ability for you to observe the fish while they're recovering. So, how to set it up? To set up your quarantine tank, simply start by filling it with water as close to the temperature of your main tank as possible. This is where the small heater comes in handy to maintain the tank at a stable temperature. It's also a good idea to place an aquarium thermometer in a tank to monitor the temperature. In addition to maintaining a stable water parameters and temperature in your quarantine tank, you also need to maintain high water quality through changes. Not only is water quality important for keeping the fish healthy, but it's also important for helping sick fish to recover as quickly as possible. This is where the filter comes in. One of the best types of filter to use in a quarantine tank is the sponge filter, such as the nano air sponge filter that I mentioned, and I'll link below. This type of filter is quite affordable and offers mechanical and biological filtration, helping to keep water clean without producing a great deal of flow, because most medications require you to remove activated carbon from the aquarium filter. Chemical filtration is typically not necessary in a quarantine tank. Other tips for quarantine tanks are to maintain your hospital tank the same as you do your regular tank. Next, you should keep your aquarium tank separate from your main tank, completely separate, even in a different room. This prevents cross-contamination and prevents any diseases from passing into your main tank, which you don't want. Recovery time is also important. So after using your quarantine tank, be sure to give your fish plenty of time to recover before introducing them into the main tank. The last thing you want to do is spark a reoccurrence of disease. It is also wise to clean and sanitize the quarantine tank completely after each use to prevent the spread of disease and recurrence. After cleaning, refill the quarantine tank so it's ready to use at a moment's notice. The sooner you begin treatment of new items or when you see some of your fish fall ill, the better their chances are for making a full recovery. Final tip. If you need to set up in a hurry, you can take the water from your main tank to aid in the process of biological filtration. If the tank is a nano or small tank, you may want to take some substrate and put it into a stocking and place into the quarantine tank. Thank you so much for watching this video on Aquatic Live Food on YouTube. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and share with friends. Also remember to hit subscribe to be notified of all upcoming videos, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.